killer.
Yo, 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 what up, what up, what up? It's the Master Ceremony Test Legend, and I'm here with my brother, my partner CDK, and y'all about to get taste of the Grumpy OG show, which will be airing every Wednesday morning between 9 and 9:30. We gonna go on a date, but we had to do some other things, but we wanted to give y'all a tuck your ass in type of show. So we gonna be doing us until y'all come in here, man. But what's up, CDK? What's happening with you, bruh?
Man, bro, I'm blessed, OG. I'm happy. I'm ready to do this because I know we're gonna be live on cut. We ain't holding back on nothing. Ain't no topic off limits, and ain't nobody else off limits. We're gonna go in.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Everything gets touched because nothing is untouchable. That's what the
That's
world
right.
needs. And people running around acting like you can't be touched and all this. But hey, real quick, some boxing talk real quick. So, have you heard anything about Keyshawn Davis Lee?
Keyshawn Davis himself has said that he's been put on the shelf. He feels like he's
Yeah,
in like semi-retirement. He feels like because of what happened, they're not trying to give him a fight, and he really just basically feels like right now they're holding him back. He's hoping that Turkey's gonna pull him off the. He's been shadow banned in the words of YouTube, and he goes Turkey gonna do something about it.
yeah. I did hear about that. I just heard about it. Um, and he was basically saying that he's trying to find himself and um the way he behaved that night of the fight, and that's not him, and he realized he started to feel himself, so he needed to take a year off. And this is the crazy part. These lately these fighters been just taking this year off, this 12-month hiatus. I mean, it's starting to be a popular thing in boxing. What the hell is going on with today's generation fighters, man? They seem a little too emotional for me. What you think about
Man, I agree. It's like a different era. Back when I started watching, I think I watched my first fight crush in '78, and I remember, man, watching some of Ali's early, some of those fights in '78, not as early fights, but on the back end of his career. And it was a time, man, when the best never took off. They always fought, and now we hear about fighters taking a year. We see fighters, man, they barely fight but once a year. Boxing just ain't the same no more. It's like, I can see why the sport died down. Like, one time boxing was almost right there with football as a sport that everybody had to see, and then nobody really cares about it anymore.
that? Yeah, and that's true. I agree with you a lot. And really, when you really think about it, we're the only ones that's keeping boxing alive.
That's it.
Us content creators. No one else is keeping the sport alive, especially on old media, mass media. They only speak about it, on occasion or casual. But other than that, we're keeping the sport alive. And this is why it's important that as content creators that we're putting out the right material and content and not doing anything like clickbait or, you know, taking the Lord, hey man, for you to, to shine my shoes and spit on everybody else's, I give you, extra incentive or whatever. I'm not with none of that. And boxing ain't about that. And it's a shame that, men had to resort to that type of maneuvering.
Yep.
That shows me that you is a cheat and you ain't a good businessman. And
Mhm.
I was saying a couple of days ago that what's wrong with the reason why a lot of fights fall through and don't happen is because these young fighters don't know how to hustle.
Nope. No, I agree with you 100%. They don't have no hustle at all. It's like,
They're not.
man, you know what, Crush? It's like that's why Turkey has been able to take over boxing the way he has in so many words because these boxers don't care about nothing but the dollar no more. They don't have no real grind. They don't care about the titles anymore. It's like it don't mean nothing to them. Like being a world champion doesn't mean anything in these days and times. Everybody just wants to get the dollar. So legacy doesn't mean anything. That's why we don't get the fights we need. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of fighters are more built on, hey, let me get the dollar, the bag, and it doesn't matter who I fight. It don't matter if I give the fans a good fight. Like they don't care about exciting the fans anymore. That don't mean nothing to them no more. All we're going to do is sit back and wait on them. Most of them want to get a cab driver in there, and they want to make $10, $15 million off fighting a cab driver. What do you think about that?
Oh man, that's highway robbery. That's the best way to stick up somebody with no damn gun, man. Shoot.
Sure is.
I wish that it was that easy for me. I'd be a trillionaire by now, but they're robbing the sport, But are they really robbing the sport, or we just being suckers for it? You know what I mean? Because that's what makes it sell. Um, he can sell any damn thing, and what makes the best customer is the gullible one. You know what I mean? Just anything he goes in the store, just pick up everything and just buy it. Even if it has no value to it or something they're not even interested in, they just buying it because they got the money to do it. Don't make sense to me. But that's
Yeah, it
that's what
definitely don't.
that's what today's game is like, CDK, and it's a shame. And these guys are not hustle. That's why when they went to sit at the table or whatever, shit didn't fall through. It's like you know, it's like selling drugs. Hey, you gotta get out there and you gotta move that product. Well, you gotta be available to sell your product. Product gonna sell itself. But how
Yep.
anybody knows you got a product if you ain't put yourself out there, you're not going to work. And these fighters want things too damn easy, man. And I get it. They feel as though that the endless nights and long days of training and got to do this and have certain disciplinary acts at certain times, and that's actually hard for them at a young age. They got to watch their diet, and this is the age where young kids is eating sweets and things like that. They're being kids, so to go into boxing and take it serious is different from the rest of the sports. Because your your diet plan is very very essential in all sports, but definitely boxing. So,
Yeah.
you can get away with it in basketball and football. You can cheat a little bit, but in boxing, you got to be strong in and out. So, to be able to do that and go through that, I get what they're saying, but who said shit's supposed to be easy? It's called hard work. It's called hard work and dedication. Ask Floyd Mayweather. Fuck what you heard.
Mm-hmm. Man, for real. And you know what else, Crush? When I knew things were changing with this new generation, man, I went to prison, got out, and when I came back, I was watching these guys, man, that was in the streets hustling. They was taking 1 ounce of that pure and turned it into 3 or 4. They call it the whip gang. So, you know what I'm saying? When I seen them doing this, I said, boy, they watering down. They watering it down. And that's when I knew that things were changing, man. The game has changed all the way around from the streets to the ring. You know what I'm saying? The game, these young generations, they on a different level. They don't think like we think. They trying to take all the shortcuts. You know what I'm saying? They trying to get the most money possible with whatever they're doing. And everything they do, man, they put the cheat code in, and it's just really not working out. It's not.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
Not.
I told my brother the other day that I said everything they doing, Man, I say it's not the same, and that's why guys like us, that's why the OGs, we got to stay out the way and let them have it. I'm gonna stay on the porch.
Hey, I say that all the time, man. Hey, there's the streets and there's the pavement. I like walking on the pavement, man. I don't like walking in the middle of the street and holding up traffic and banging the traffic and all up in the mix. I don't like that shit. It's
Nah,
played out, you know. But
it
these
definitely is.
young people, they that's how they are, CDJ. They don't know the code of the streets. They don't know any damn thing. They just out here just doing whatever with no care. With no care. I don't think the word fair exists. But it's definitely recklessness. If you want to say never ending courage is used in the wrong way. You know, it's
Hmm.
definitely not used in a proper way, and that's a big problem. Uh, but speaking of that, why do people ask you a question?
Yeah,
Why do people take a mistake for doing something that's actually wrong?
you said why did they take them? You said why did they do what? Say it again. I couldn't hear you now.
So, why do some people take a mistake saying, well, you know right from wrong? We know
Yeah,
that. We know when we doing something wrong.
right.
So if we know we doing something that's unrighteous, how can doing something unrighteous be a damn mistake?
I'm gonna give you a good example, and I'm gonna say this: like I know you heard about Lil Boosie and him pleading guilty to this federal gun charge and being a
Yeah.
convicted felon. So I was listening to that today, and I could see like he said he's gonna leave his children and all that. But once you've been to prison once, it seems like after a while, you should be, what's gonna get you back there. You know you can't have no
Mhm.
gun on you. And I looked at Boosie and I said to myself, you spending all this money on this house, it's beautiful. I see you stocking your pond with plenty of fish, but why you didn't stock security? Why didn't you have security with you? What would make you go out there in the hood and feel like that you could have a gun on you, knowing people gonna film you, and then you got this gun hanging out the back, you know what I'm saying, where everybody can see the gun, and then when they get you on video, you want to blame everybody and cry about going to prison and talk about, well, the DA picked the case up again. I thought it was over with. Listen, you only have yourself to blame for that, Boosie. You know what you need to do to stay out here. You know you can't get caught with that fire on you. Everybody knows that. And I hate it for him, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying? You brought this on yourself. Nobody done it to you. You know what I'm saying? If you got a gun on you, it's not a mistake. You meant to carry that gun, right or wrong. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? If I got a gun on me and the police catch me with it, it's not a mistake. I had that gun on me and I knew what I was doing. And in Boosie case, Boosie knew what he was doing. And I hate that because you got people like Fat 100, you know what I'm saying? With his bald head, fat, mini bike shaped Negro. You know, he got everything to say about everybody. You know what I'm saying? I listen to him talk and I hate it because I seen him today. Yesterday he was talking bad about Boosie, but they brought him up and talking about they going to charge him or something. And the first thing he does is tell somebody to stay out of his business. That's why I tell you the game has changed, man. This internet game has took people and turned them into everything but men. And Boosie, he lost focus for a minute. And all it takes is one time, man. An old head once told me, when you out here doing wrong, you got to get lucky every day. The police just got to get lucky one
Damn, that's real
time.
talk.
Yeah, and
That's
he and
some,
it, and
that's
he
some
and that
deep
was
stuff
true.
right there. That's some deep stuff right there, man. Yeah, but that's the thing, man. When are some of these people gonna let this street stuff go, man?
Man,
When are they
when?
gonna let it go? Because it's sad. It's disgusting. I mean, when I see it every day,
Mm-hmm.
it depresses me. It makes me feel much older than what I'm really am. But I don't have a problem with feeling that way because I've matured from that type of mindset. And you know, to see a bunch of old ass men, I won't say young, old ass men, senior citizens, out on the corner every day. And
Mm,
I'm like, hey man, whatever you didn't get to enjoy in your younger years, just forget about it.
yep.
Forget it. A lot of them, they've been in prison, in and out of prison their entire life. If not
Mm-hmm.
they most of their life, you know, and a lot of them miss those years. They miss their teen years and early 20s and things like that. So I was telling someone that, you know, when you go to prison as a boy, prison gives you, you learn a different type of maturity. See,
Yeah.
in there, it's about survival of the fittest.
Yep.
So it's not about how it is on the outside, know how to communicate, you know, knowing how to deal with people, know how to deal with a female, because you done missed a lot of those years, you know, and some men they didn't get their cherry really broken all the way in until they came home from jail because you know those times growing up they was too busy inside.
Yep.
So it's
Mm,
like when they come home, they want to try to relive those years. Nah, bruh, that's not what it's hitting for. The game ain't the game, and things ain't the same anymore. Just
mm.
like I'm still surprised that they still selling crack and people still smoke crack. This is 2025,
Man,
and crack still exists. Like
still exist.
I'm really shocked, you know, because I'm like, what the hell?
Man,
Right now, the Lord, Tasmanian devils that's running around right now, the new young world. They're not the crack babies. They the opioid babies.
yep.
So looking at when crack came out in the early mid '80s, that means that the crack babies, they're grown.
Mm,
The crack babies are in their 40s now. When you think about it, you do the simple math on it, the time span.
yep.
They're in their fucking 40s.
Mm. Man, and you
The
know,
crack
Crush Crack, I
babies,
think crack here, it came to Tennessee, I believe in maybe 82 or 83. You know, right here where
mm,
I'm at. Crack came that long ago here. You know what I'm saying? And one time they called it free basing. You know, they had different names for it. You know, they changed the name up, the game up, done it a little different. But to think about it, and it's crazy because the opioid crisis had really taken over the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like to a point where I mean, so many people are ODing off of opioids. And man, I can tell you this from firsthand experience. There was a time, man, when I got up to where I was taking 15 to 20 Percocets at one time.
damn.
15 to 20. Yeah, literally no lie. Raise my right hand to God. 15 to 20 of them at a time. That's how bad the addiction get. When that monkey jump on your back, man. And I had been able to shake a lot of things in my life, Crush. But that was the one thing that I could not shake on my own. I couldn't shake it. I had to call on God. I had to call on the rehab. I had to call on everybody. You know what I'm saying? And I couldn't put that fire out. It was the first time I couldn't put a fire out on my own. I didn't know how to deal with it. And when I tell you, man, it's a different monster. It's a different monster. People don't know what they getting themselves into. If you have to go through something and you can avoid it, I'm just gonna tell you avoid it, man. Whether it be pain, whatever. If you have to do what you got to do. But I'm just saying, man, it's a different monster, and it's killing our young kids.
Killing them, bro, killing them. And one thing about me, growing up as a teenager, you know, those peer pressure years and everything.
You there, Crush?
Yeah, yeah, I'm here. Um, During the peer pressure years as a teen, you know, and you indulge in a lot of things when you first get out on the streets, in the streets, and your parents
Yep.
let you go off the block. You know what I mean? So,
Yep.
one thing that I'm blessed about is that I learn, I watch a lot. I pay attention more than what people think I do. So
Yeah.
I'm watching everything you do because I'm actually learning something from you. I'm just not
Right.
around you, he, ha, ha, we playing around. I'm learning something from you.
Mhm.
So a lot of the drugs that a lot of our people wind up on and things like that, a lot of them were doing that shit when you were young. Like
Yep.
some of them was doing drugs before they was even busting a nut. You know what I
Mm.
mean? Some
Yep.
people was doing drugs first before they even bust a damn nut.
You're right.
I was the opposite. Because I'm like, for one, I'm a kid. That's one grown ass thing I don't want to be doing. And I seen what it did to people. So, I'm like, should do that? I don't want to do that.
Mm.
And I never really been pressured to try. Hey man, would you try this? Try to take this pill, this, that, and the other. People will ask you, but that actually be pressured. No, because I stood 10 toes down on it because the look in my face and sometimes the way I would answer. You
Yeah.
come on and say, "Hey, man, take this. Take what? Nah, man, I don't get down like that. They be like,
Man.
you know,
And Crush, the first drink I ever had was at probably 12 years old. We had my next door neighbors. Like I loved them back then. But as a kid, they partied every day. Like every day they had the down home blues playing, the music. They played blues all day and they party. And I would sneak over there and I would get drunk over there, Crush, and they would put me to sleep on the couch, tell my partner, it was his house, his people. Don't wake him up until he's sober up. He can't go home like that. First drink I ever took was Wild Average Rose.
oh my
Mm,
goodness,
yeah.
woo!
Wild Average Rose. Mm,
Wow. Now that is ancient, man. Wild Irish Road. Yeah.
yes. That's something different. That's something different.
Yes, it
Man.
is. It's
Mm,
definitely
mm,
got
mm.
it. I can tell you that. I tasted it once or twice. It'll
Yeah.
fuck you over, man. It'll
It,
fuck
it
you over.
will. It will. And they drunk it faithfully, man. They used to have it I'm talking about bottles on top of bottles of Wild Average Rose. You go in their backyard, man, you probably see a trash can that had 100 bottles in there of that Wild Average Rose.
Mm.
And that's what they done every day. And that's where my drinking and stuff started. You know what I'm saying? And then going into my addictions and stuff like that, I think it started once my cousin got killed. I had a lot of resentment, or I blamed myself for his death. So I really
Mm.
started to use drugs as a coping mechanism for what happened to him. It was try to a way for me to try to escape.
Right. I feel you. But back to my friends and dogs and a lot of stuff. I didn't want to do none of that stuff, man.
Man, it's a blessing.
I wasn't even smoking weed in my early days.
Yeah,
I didn't really start smoking weed until basically I got damn out of high school.
and
You
that's
know,
smart.
so I was always around this stuff, but I was into I'm doing me. Now, if you don't like me the way I do me, then you don't need to be around me. I don't need to be around you.
Right.
But hey, the only thing we need to have in common that we can have a conversation without arguing, we respect with one another. Whatever you
Mm-hmm.
into, I know you like all that shit.
Yeah.
You know? But your friends did respect you once you let them know I ain't with that shit.
Yeah.
You know? And you tell
Most
them,
definitely.
and I was like that. I'm like, man, I ain't into that. Man, what's wrong with you? Don't see you scared. Scared of what? Scared to do that? Yeah, and I'm definitely scared of what's gonna happen after that. Let me motherfucking come into my some grandmama house at 14, 15 years old and she up and I got a look on my motherfucking face she ain't never seen before. She gonna know I was doing something I wasn't supposed to be doing, and I ain't talking about sex.
Mm-hmm.
She gonna know I'm high off of something. She
Mm.
gonna know if it's alcohol, weed, a pill, or coke, or whatever. That
Man.
would have been a hell of a detrimental experience of getting my shit kicked and re-fucking fixed. I wasn't going through that, you
Man.
know?
Yeah.
I
I
wasn't going
definitely
through that.
know.
And I wasn't
And
no evil, I wasn't a daredevil like that. I had a limit. I had limits to how far I would go where I dare myself to do things. So anything that put in your body, I wasn't really into that. But when they talk about the gateway drug and all that, and
yeah.
they all used to talk about, oh, marijuana is a gateway drug. You the motherfucking lie. Marijuana is not a gateway drug. What is y'all talking about?
No, it ain't. I tell people all the time, the gatekeeper is you. If you're using it, you're the gatekeeper.
Say it again,
Yeah,
Susan.
if you doing it, you the gatekeeper. You know what I'm saying? Because you doing what you want to do. Ain't nothing gonna lead you down no road that you don't want to go down.
Exactly.
Every road
You know.
I took it because I wanted to. As I always looked at it. You
Mhm.
know, I never blamed anybody for my mistakes. I never accused anybody of getting me started on anything. And the one thing about drugs, Crush, like, I don't know what it is. When you doing drugs, hard drugs, it can be a near-death experience and you will do it again. I recall me
Mhm.
and my partner being in the house at the time, dude I used to hang with, and he had that pure white fentanyl. Dude brought it in the
Mm.
house to him and said, hey man, I'm telling y'all, be careful with this. It's strong. So he made a line for him. He made a line for me. We was in the kitchen. Probably 30 minutes later, we both woke up on the floor. I'm talking about the same time, cuz hit the stuff,
Mm.
don't remember knocking me out, knocked him out. You know what we did? We jumped right back up and took another line. That's how
Mm.
crazy we
Mm.
were. And man, people don't know. Uh, most people that's junkies, they can go somewhere and get something OD on it. They want that same thing.
Yeah.
Don't make sense, but that's how it go, man. And I be praying for people, man. When I see people out there still that I know is in the streets and they still moving like that, I just say a prayer for them and hope for the best for them because I know what can happen. And I lost. Well, I was in the rehab crush back then 4 years ago. I lost probably about 7, 8 friends while I was in there, due to
Mm.
them ODing. And in a sense, I felt like I didn't want to look at it like this, but maybe God was clearing the path for me.
Mm. Mm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For me to
And,
get where I had to get to, sometimes, my auntie told me God was clearing the way for you to be who you needed to be.
yeah. Yeah.
And
That's a
that's how
crazy
that.
thing. Real quick, you spoke about how serious the pill addiction is, and how you guys keep want to go back and go back for more. And when I tell you this, bro, I was seeing this shit in 4K vision before 4K was even fucking invented.
Yeah.
I used to see, because back then, we're around the same age, you're a couple years older than me, but we're in the same age round, right?
Yep.
So back then, when they were doing the prescription cough syrup and all that and prescription pills, they had a nickname up here in the north, and they used to call it pancakes and syrup. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And wasn't talking about the breakfast pancakes and syrup. But
Mm.
anyways, the pills, man. Um, that was one of the first drugs I seen people my age actually get hooked onto was
Yeah.
the pills. and pills and sugar boogers and them sugar boogers.
Yeah.
I had friends, I won't say no names, but I had friends, people that was snorting cocaine since they was 12, 11, 13, 14 years old.
Yeah. Yeah. I
You
know plenty of
thinking
people like it.
yeah, you thinking this motherfucker running around like this off of sheer energy because his motherfucker age. That motherfucker got the energizer grabbing inside his ass too, and then snorted some of the energizer. This motherfucker, man, we just ran 5 games of rough while you talking about you want to run 3 more? We did. What are you talking
Yeah.
about? Tongue hanging out of the mouth and all that. It, I'm about to die. The only thing you keep on doing is biting your nose and talking about, oh, just to swear. All right, let's run a couple more. Nigga, what the fuck is you on?
Yeah.
What are you on? Is you crazy? No, bro,
Man.
my heart is about to jump out of my damn body right now. And you talking about I can
Man.
run 3 more. You know what? You gonna do that. You gonna run that speed by yourself. Matter of fact, get that, what's that little dry shit up in your nose, man? There
Yep.
ain't no dry boogie crust. You know how you get the crusty boogies and shit. That should be dried up sugar boogers for real. Nigga, you 15. Is you crazy? That's
Man.
why you
And
always going around a grown lady house. One of my
yeah.
friends, hey, listen, man, 8:30 at night. It was during the summertime. So we was about 14, 15, right? And
Yeah.
at a certain time, we got to be back on the block. So we got to be back on the block when the lights come on, you know, but we ain't got to come in the house yet. So it was a time
Yeah.
where, all right, y'all can go up the block, but, only go a couple blocks, but be back here at 9 p.m. Man,
Yeah.
8 fucking 30 every fucking night, this motherfucker used to just get up in the dark and go run around the corner to this older lady house. Now we knew that she was older back then. She was probably like in her late 20s and shit. Young boys.
Yeah.
So motherfucker keep running around to this boy crib for. So one day I followed his ass around here. He gonna say, "Oh, I'll be running errands for it." Yeah, I just followed you around here. I ain't see you come back out the house and run too near motherfucking errand, homie. You was in there for 45 minutes. I'm in the cut, bouncing a motherfucking basketball, wondering how long you gonna come out this fucking house. As long as you take it, my left hand is gonna be impeccable, and I'm right-handed. So then I said, hold up. She do that thing. Nigga, what the fuck man, this broad then, man, I'm trying to tell you, that shit is serious. What's up, Pride? Yeah, the grumpy OGs, bro. So we warming up. But we going on tomorrow morning, Prize. We gonna be on here for like another 45 minutes. But we gonna be on tomorrow, 9 a.m. So make sure you check us out. But we be doing our morning show every Wednesday between 9 and 9:30 a.m. We gonna start. So we decided we wanted to come and get loose and talk about some things. Stick around for a minute, man. Once they get a load of this shit, we
Yeah.
coming
Let
to fuck
everybody else know.
everything up.
Brian. Let everybody else know that we live.
We
Living color. Come on through.
we playing, man. We proud. Me and CDK about to get real surgical with this shit, man. Real
So
surgical. And it's the problem. But it's all good though. But man, I'm like, what the fuck you doing going over there? That lady house, you gonna talk about, man? She sucking good. What you mean? She's damn near 30 years old. Yeah, oh, I get it. She know that she ain't shit. She found out this motherfucker had a little problem and shit, and we know where he used to get it from, cause he didn't buy it. His peoples had it, so he go
yeah.
sneak a little something. Man, this motherfucker had 3, 4 older fucking women in the neighborhood on his motherfucking top to be 15 years old, snorting cocaine. This motherfucker was turned out. Yeah, me wild dude, man.
Yeah.
It took him to like a 15 years, about 11 years spiral, man. He was out there.
Mm.
And I'm like, man, cocaine and these old ass women took my fucking friend from me. You
Yeah, that's
know,
how
but
they do.
man, that shit ain't no joke. I
Hey,
stayed in my lane. You know,
you know what's
I
crazy,
wanted to do
Pride? I mean,
that.
Crush. Let me tell you
Go
this,
ahead.
Crush. I had a partner, man, one of my partners, one of my close friends, you know what I'm saying? And he really the one, we was young that got me into that lifestyle as far as that go right there. But I didn't smoke
Mm-hmm.
weed. I've never been a big weed smoker or nothing like that, didn't care nothing about it. But this is what he would do. He would roll up the booger sugar and the weed in a blunt. I'm talking about he would roll it
Mm-hmm.
so much that the blunt would go out. If you didn't put the lighter to it every 2, 3 seconds, it would go out. And he was
Right.
the type of person, he not gonna tell you that he got it in there. And I remember him
Mm-hmm.
sitting in a circle of about 5, 6 people, about 3 females and some guys. They passing the blunt around. I'm looking. Man, next day I know girl holla out, man, my mouth numb. She got the smacking of the lips and everybody got
Oh
to
yeah.
looking crazy. I'm laughing because I know that he didn't got them. And man, I told him, I said, hey man, stop smoking with that man. You can't smoke with everybody. That man gonna lace his blunt every time and he gonna load it down. He gonna put $20 worth of that booger shit. He
Mm.
didn't care. Yeah, that's what type of dude he was. He didn't care. You want to hit his blunt? He gonna let you hit it. But he got something for you, man. The man was crazy. Like we used to hustle. We had a trap spot, and you had to lock the trap spot from outside because the inside door was broke. So I'm in there
Mm.
sleep. The Vice pull up across the street. They come out there and dressed up in like street clothes, and they was hustling, selling people drugs. And when they sell them, son, they would get behind them and pull them over and lock them up. They had like a steam going. So he locks me
Mm.
in the house. Like he got a big lock on the outside of the door, and I'm locked in there. He got a bolt lock on. So I'm steady kicking the door, kicking the door. I finally kicked the door off the hinges. Now both of us is messed up and high. We done drew down on each other. I got a Tech 9. He got a sawed off. I'm talking about literally
Mm.
drew down on each other. Man, then we sit there for about 5 minutes and start laughing about it, man.
Oh man.
Crazy, crazy times,
Now
man.
the most
That
things
stuff.
that I do, that stuff is crazy, but the most of it did, I drank. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
really, that's
yeah,
the first thing that we all did. And the
yeah.
first thing that we ever touched was alcohol. Now, you wind up touching some damn cocaine or something else before some damn alcohol. It
Yeah,
makes me wonder about your upbringing. But most of
right,
it,
for real.
the first thing we ever took we got high off was alcohol. Because
That's it.
our parents did. You know? And grandma used to go out for the night and all that. The mama, no, they going out all night and shit. Go in the little cabinet and see what they got in there. Now they all got some gin, you got some whiskey. Man, let
Mm,
me try a couple of these things, see which one don't burn as bad as the other. You know what I mean? That's how you know
yeah,
what you like back then. Oh
yeah.
shit. Oh. Man, my grandma knew I was tapping her fucking bottle. She said, let me smell your breath. I said, huh?
Mm,
I said, for what? She gonna say, no, just smile. I smiled. I said, what's wrong? I said, I ain't eat nothing that belongs to you. You know, you guys can smell my breath 2 o'clock in the afternoon. What's wrong with you, lady? So she gonna say, go in that little cabinet, open the cabinet. She
mm,
said, now, you already know what I'm asking. Reach your arm in there to the left hand side and pour that light ass bottle out of there. So I go in
yeah,
there. I was tapping her gin bottle, y'all. She like that C-gram gin. And I used to always mix it with orange juice and shit. She said,
yeah.
now, this ain't your sister doing this. She said, you want me to whoop your ass? I said, no, man. She said, you grown. She said, you ain't grown. You a kid. What you doing drinking like that?
Mm,
I said, oh, I don't drink it straight down. I said, I've been drinking on it for about 3 weeks. I kept it real. I saw I've been drinking
Yeah.
on it for about 3 weeks. She gonna say, I'm tell you right now, you gonna support your own motherfucking goddamn habits. And then if it get too bad, I'm gonna put your ass up on out of here. She said, don't
Yeah.
touch my motherfucking bottle again. Then she laughed at me afterwards. She gonna say, who you be having in my house when I ain't here? I said, besides who you let me have in here? I said, nobody. She said, don't be having a whole bunch of girls over here and stuff, and you getting drunk and all that stuff. I ain't got no time to be going to court because talk about you didn't rape somebody. I'm like, yo, you crazy, grandma? I ain't got to do that.
Yeah.
Do that.
Man.
She was like, listen, I was a humdinger when I was your age. So I know. I said, well, guess what? I'm not gonna be a humdinger like you and your brothers and sisters was. She said, you better not, cause if you was worse than us, I'll be whooping your ass. I said,
Man.
no problem. But that's all I used to do was drink, man. You know, but I never turned into an alky. You know, but that's what I would
Yeah.
do. I never smoked a cigarette a day in my life. I hate cigarettes. I never liked them. But I never did anything else. Pills, all that shit. I ain't do none of that shit. I actually I used to beat up one of my homies because he used to just come around popping pills all the time. And I'm like, why
Yeah.
you keep popping damn pills, man? I told me one day not to come around me high off them damn perks like he was. This motherfucker was done. He was looking like one of these zombies back in 1987. Man, I whooped his motherfucking ass, man. I, I tried to beat every bit of motherfucker with he had a 15. He had a perk 15. I tried to beat
Yeah.
every little gram of that perk 15 out his ass, and don't you ever come around me like that again. You all dipping in shit, got the shit all up in your motherfucking mouth, and then you trying to talk to motherfucker. You chasing the coochie away, my man. And
Man.
then if you listen, you go find one of them little goddamn one of them zombie pill coochie ass fucking females, man. You go get one of them. But right now you with me and you scaring everything else off because you looking all crazy and shit, looking like Cujo at the mouth and dipping at the same damn time. They trying to figure out what the hell is wrong with shit.
Man. I already know it. Hey, I
Man,
had a partner, man. He, my partner was an alcoholic, God rest his soul. But we was inside the club. We had a nightclub. So everybody got to looking for him. Everybody like, man, what Big T up, man? Could nobody find him. Finally, as we closing up the club, we go outside, man. This man so drunk, he done fell down because it was raining in a puddle of water. His drawers and pants was all the way down to his ankles. He was just laying there in the water. Man, I shook my head. I said, I don't know who get him up, but I ain't getting him up. He'll be there in the morning if he waiting on me to get him up. But we did get him up. We finally got him up. We got him up and got him in the car. Man, I told him, boy, I said, boy, you was out there butt naked. 100 people outside standing around you.
He was assed out for real.
Yeah, he was like, man, he was ass out. I'm talking about pants and boxer shorts all the way down to his ankles. He
Man,
couldn't move.
listen. I remember, man, one of my homies, he's doing this thing, his little 1-2 thing, right? And every once in a while, he'll come and get me when he's doing his 1-2, when they got a little partying involved, and he just come and get me. Now, I wasn't with all that shit like that. But see, that's why he used to come and get me. He could be a little more relaxed because he like to do his thing so he can do his thing. So he called me one day and said, what you doing, man? I said, oh, man, here you go. You about to take me on one of these fucking missions again. I said, come on, man. I said, I can call me some fucking pussy. Yeah, I ain't got time to be playing around with you. He said, no, man. I need you to come with me on this one. I'm like, all right. So we the other side of town and shit. So as I noticed where we going, I said, hold up. We didn't go from the hood to more laid back parts. You know what I mean? So I said, okay, I'm familiar with where I'm at, but why the fuck is he up there? All right. My man, his family sold cocaine. Like that's what they know him for. So this motherfucker, he always had cocaine. So anyway, he was like, yo, man, he was like, you feel like being entertaining? I said, now what the fuck do you mean by that? I said, listen, don't start your bullshit. You be having me on missions, man. I ain't got time for your bullshit. You get high, you get goofy. I ain't got time. He said, no, man. He said, all right, man. I told him you can dance. I said, you told who that? Who we going to see? I said, well, who the fuck are we going to see, man? Is it safe, motherfucker? Like, what you weird boy. And you got a little wild clientele. I seen it for myself. What do you get me into?
Yeah,
Man, you going with me to this get high party. I'm gonna move my shit and it turned into some things. I said, oh, not one of these. Man, we get there and everything. Now he just said it was a little, you know, but actually it was the chick fucking birthday. You hear me? So
yeah,
oh my god. He already had like 3 ounces of coke with him. Now, some of that he gonna party and some of it gonna sell. That's what my man do. He come and get me. He done told every motherfucking little mother chick that was gonna be there, all these high coked up or whatever females, that I can dance.
yeah.
Now, listen, y'all, I'm just thinking that he told them I can dance. No, he meant to tell them I can dance the way y'all know I can dance. Oh, his
Yeah,
ass all high and shit. So when he started telling them that shit before I got there, because when he came and got me, he was already on like pop fucking corn. You hear me?
yeah.
He had these motherfuckers thinking I was a fucking stripper, yo.
Oh man.
So so now I'm up in this little get high fucking party, and sugar boogers. That man, that give motherfuckers a. They go all fucking night. I'm telling you,
Hey,
I don't want no
that coke dancing
female.
is different. Chris, that coke dancing is a
Listen,
different type of dancing, man.
listen, I'm gonna tell you something. I went to bed with one of them motherfuckers one time, bro. Let me tell you something. That woman had me so shook. Okay, go ahead. Did I ain't put that coochie again for about damn near a fucking year. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not exaggerating. I ain't scared of none of that smoke. Bring it to me. If one thing I say I do great besides, I'm a lover. I'm a lover,
Yeah,
not a fighter, y'all. I'll be honest with you. I'm a lover, not a fighter. But don't make me turn into a killer. That's all. I'm a lover, not
that's
a
it.
fighter, but don't make me turn into a killer. Simple
That's
and
it.
plain. Man, these bitches all high up and all that. Listen, we having fun and everything. Now, by the time I'm smoking weed at the time. So, long story short, I'm in there with these wild bitches and this motherfucker. This nigga left me there, y'all. He left me there. I got violated in a good way. I'm gonna just say that. I
Yeah,
got
yeah.
violated in a good way. Listen, I could not move for 2 days, man.
Man.
Listen, I was listen. I don't put that shit in my body, but motherfucker want to put it on your joint and suck it off and all type of this shit. Oh
Yeah.
man, then, like, bitch, what is you doing? Like, I'm running out of breath now. I don't need Viagra. Now you didn't put that shit on my shit. Now my shit is just
Oh
extra
no.
on go.
That was
I
Viagra. That
can't
was Viagra
even.
before Viagra.
I can't even move no more. You hear me? Like I didn't put in my work. I get the job done like Big Daddy Kane, but now I'm fucking done. I'm like a broke dick dog. I'm praying for my dick to soften up. Please soften up because I want to get the fuck up out of here. Where this motherfucker at? This bitch just keep on riding and riding. I'm like, oh my fucking god, bitch, is you gonna die? Yo, listen, left me there. I had fun, but it was scary because it was the first time I experienced sex at that level when motherfuckers just driven off some shit.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Listen, I was done. For 2 days, I felt like a bitch because I couldn't fuck my bitch. She like, what's wrong with you? I had to tell her that I had a hernia and shit. I ain't want to know I was out with this motherfucker because she would have killed me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
that's not my lane. You know what I mean? That was just too much for me, CDK. I'm like, oh, hell no. When you bringing it back, I'm not bringing the fuck back up here. Y'all bitches kept me for extra 14 fucking hours. This pussy motherfucker did his 1-2 step and just left me.
He knew what was gonna happen though, Crush. He knew what you were about to go through. He already knew it.
He gonna
And
say,
he knew.
at least they let them try to get you high. I don't give a fuck about that because they would have died if they tried to. But
Yeah.
still, what you do that for, man? Going to talk about, I be tired of them bitches. Then what the fuck you
Man.
had me for? You could have brought some cokeheads from the neighborhood with you, bro. That shit, man, it was fun, but it was very hard. I,
How many women? How many women was it, bro?
it was like 7,
About 7
but
of them.
I got fucked over by 3.
About 3. Hey, all 7 of them probably wanted to go though.
Yeah, man, I got fucked over by 3. And one out of the dudes that's the fucking maniac. He started this shit and finished this shit. I was scared of that bitch. I used to see her in public, hanging with my homie. I used to see her, and motherfuckers be with me no matter if it's a girl or a dude. Why you acting like that when you see this boy? Motherfucker, only you knew that bitch is a speech. She's on demon time. Y'all don't understand. She's on demon
Yeah.
time. I
Demon
had to tell
time.
my, I had to tell my female friend that I was dealing with at the time. She said, listen, I know you dealt with people before me. She said, but why? Every time you see this lady, you get this crazy ass look. I said, do you really motherfucking know? And I told her, that's
That's
what
neither
she
here.
did.
Hey, I
She
don't miss
said, I'm
none of
gonna
them
take
nights,
care of this shit.
man.
Oh man, it was scary, bro. Then my
Yeah.
body was numb. You hear me? Because the shit make you numb. Man, I was
Yeah.
tripping. I'm like, oh, no. Like, they was like, why won't you come out the bathroom, man? Listen, it was 2 days, man. And one of those days, I was soaked inside the tub. Listen, man, I don't do this type of shit. I had some freaky fun, but I don't get this after effect. I just feel like I got this shit on me, and then no, man.
Nah,
So
yeah.
I
Listen,
told
I ain't going
her,
man.
nope,
You feel like you was in a rocket fight in a rocket movie.
man, I thought I was Rick James, man. I ain't like that shit, man. That I get it, CDK, and
Yeah.
I had experiences with women under all type of influences. That is the
Man,
scariest one, man. That
they different.
and them motherfuckers
Yeah.
do go into some other shit. Oh hell no, man.
Yeah, they
Woo,
get different.
no. I had one
Mm.
young man. The bitch was doing too much, and she wound up having a seizure while I was in the mix. Ah, hell no.
Mm.
Oh, listen, I put an APB out on that bitch. I said, if I ever see this girl again, I'm going to kill her because she almost killed me. Man, I almost died because she scared the
Man.
fuck out of me. Damn, y'all. Yo, I was acting like a bitch, y'all. Yo, I got on the phone like, yo, I think this bitch will die. They're like, what you mean? I'm like, yeah, I'm fucking a bitch and she having convulsions and all that. And then, she enjoying herself. And I don't like that shit, CBK. No, that's for special people, man.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
for special people. You gotta stay in your lane. I'm not one of those. Like, I'm
You gotta stand
regular.
your ground.
You gotta stand your ground. Now, I like a little. 50 loving, you know what I mean? When you know what you put in your body and all that. You know, I like a little tipsy loving and shit. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We all want to get to doing that other shit and start taking shit that anything you touch make you feel just extra. No, 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 no. Nope. E-bombs and all that. Now y'all got all that. Now I'm cool.
Mhm.
Now don't get me wrong, you can have some fun on the receiving end, but certain things that scare me, bro. 'Cause like I said, some of these things, nah, no, I'm cool. Alcohol, cool. I'll fuck you under the influence of alcohol, even some weed. No pills, no cocaine, none of that other shit. I had too many scary and funny experiences with that shit at the same damn time. I don't fucking like it, man. I don't like it,
And
bro.
people, you know, of course, people don't realize that once somebody is on this type of stuff, you're not going to experience that again unless they back on it again. So, you know what I'm saying? You get in there with a girl and she on some stuff like that and she go ham. The next time you get with her, if she not on it, it's not going to be the same.
Exactly. Mm-mm-mm.
You looking
Yup.
for that same thing, it ain't going to be the same, though. You ain't going to get that same enjoyment and pleasure, and she ain't going to cut up like she cut up that time. She going to bag all the way up and turn into a whole different person. And you're gonna be looking like, what happened?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know you. Who are you?
Yup.
Man,
Hey, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm guilty of that shit. I'm guilty of it. I
man.
this one thing, I won't fuck her unless I know she didn't have her shit. I
Yeah.
try to hit that little, I try to hit that fine motherfucker while being up under that shit. Totally different. Totally
Man,
different. It's just like seeing
I
one of
ain't gonna
these
lie.
so-called beautiful female celebrities with no makeup on. You know, a lot of them do not possess natural beauty.
Yep,
Oh
yep.
man,
Hey,
and I
I
felt
ain't
bad.
gonna lie. Hey, Chris, let me
I
tell you
felt
this.
bad. TJ. Go
Hey,
ahead, bro.
I g- so I go to prison. I get out of prison. I ain't hip to these new X pills and everybody talking about X or whatever. I'm like, huh? I don't know nothing about this stuff. So my partner picked me up. He take me over to some strippers' house. It's a bunch of strippers. We get over there. So he tell them, you know what I'm saying? Girl telling me to take my shirt off. She looking at me like, man, you got muscles everywhere. We go back in the back room. She hand me an X pill. I said, what you want me to do with this? She take her clothes off, tell me, I want you to stick it up my booty. What? I said, what? Say
Mm,
that again. Man, stick it up my booty. I done what she asked me to do. I took it straight up there. Man, I don't know what it done to her, but boy, she got crazy.
mm.
I said, what kind of shit is this?
Mm.
I said, man, this what y'all doing now? The game has changed.
Man,
Man, boy,
listen.
I'm telling you, man, you'll run into, man, when people get on them drugs, man, they do some strange stuff.
Yeah,
And
some of them do, man.
you gotta be sober so you can keep up and make sure they don't do nothing strange to you. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You gotta stay sober.
Yeah,
You gotta
exactly, man.
you gotta
Don't
watch
be like
everything.
my
I don't know
homie.
what you
Hey, listen, I got one for you, right? I got one for y'all, since you said that. Now, my homie Marcus, right? His cousin used to come down there every fucking summer, you know, to come and visit and shit. You know, he was from somewhere where ain't no damn females at, making a long story
yeah,
short. So he come in and, you know, enjoy himself or whatever. So one night, his cousin was out with his girlfriend, you know. So he said, yo, keep my cousin occupied. All right.
yeah.
So he called me. He said, yo, man, he said, where we hanging out at? I gotta go with some females at. I said, well, I ain't thinking nothing yet. I said, but I'm gonna come and pick you up. I gotta make a stop or two and then we'll figure it out from there. So I go pick
Yeah.
this dude up. You know, I had to go make me a couple stops. I'm doing my 1, 2. So when I get to my second destination to go take care of business where I was moving at the time, this motherfucker talking about, why you moving so fast? I said, what you mean? I said, let me tell you something. Don't worry about how I'm moving my thing. It ain't got shit to do with you. But
Yeah.
you asking for some reason, right? Yeah,
Mm.
man, what's up with that? I said, what's up with who? I said, that. I said, you don't want to do that. That's out of your
Yeah.
league, my man. I said, listen, right now I'm prepared to get this couple of dollars from it. And then, man, you going somewhere else. Then we gonna go party. I'm doing my 1-2. This is a money move. This is not a stay and play, homie. It's not a stay and play.
Yeah.
This is just to come and get this money and get the fuck out of here. I mean, I know these motherfuckers right here. I'm cool. You're not cool. Like, you not cool on no motherfucker. Like, I can't even, it's so bad with these motherfuckers. They would rob you and still apologize to me and say, well, at least I ain't rob you. Like, these bitches play. They
Yeah.
actually, we don't want to do that. Man, we on our way out the door. Oh, watch it when I'm saying, what you doing later? We having a little, oh, shit. They gonna bring me back, man. All right, let's do this roll. That's cool. We'll be back. It's all, we'll be back. It's cool. Go do my thing. Then I went to a little something I was trying to go to, go check on a little situation. Then I said, you know what? I done checked on it. Let me go back over here. Shit. I probably finished the little bit that I got left off. You know what I mean? Shit. They
Yeah.
probably take the rest of this shit. You know what I mean? So I can go back and then go around the corner to the damn park. All right, come on, little motherfucker. Soon when we get in there, he gonna say, now let me know who is who. I said, I ain't doing all that. I said, Mama, let you know enough. I pointed at 5 females and told them, don't fuck with them. 5 females. He said, let me know who's who. I said, I'm gonna let you know who not to fuck with.
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Leave them alone, okay?
Leave him alone. Leave him alone.
Yeah, why you telling me that? Listen, I know what you want to do. I'm trying to tell you, you don't want to fuck with.
You breaking up. You breaking up, Crush. Can you hear me?
And shit turns you the fuck out. I said the other ones, they ain't gonna rob you. But nigga,
Yeah.
they gonna snatch your fucking soul. They too much for you, man. Nah, okay. Listen. Had $2,200 in his pocket. Guess how much he left with?
How much?
$22.
He had 22.
Like
He probably left. He
2,200
probably left.
and left with two.
He had
Man, and
2,200.
left with
Oh yes.
$2,200 and left with 22.
Oh, they cleared him.
Listen,
He got cleared.
listen, while he having his fun, you know where I was at? I was right there. I was sitting in a whole nother part of the motherfucking house there. Chilling. I'm in a
Yeah.
whole nother part of the house. I ain't even where the party is at. I'm in a whole nother part of the house. Like I'm sitting here talking to you. I'm sitting here watching motherfucking ESPN 3 o'clock in the fucking morning. While they all in the other fucking party and music going on, I'm sitting there chilling, smoking me a fat ass chicken chong, and like this is gonna be funny. Once this shit is over, I can't wait to tell his people what happened. Man, I got a phone call. I said, listen, we gotta go. We gotta go now, my man. I got a phone call, we gotta go. Seriously,
Damn.
we gotta go. Man, I was like, no. Somebody said, no, leave him here. We know he alright.
Yeah.
We know what phone call you got. Go ahead so you won't get in trouble. They know that was my chick calling. I
Yeah.
got the fucking go. You hear me? They know my chick. One
Gotta go.
of the girls who related to my girlfriend. You hear me? That I was dealing with at the time.
Yeah.
And the girl I was dealing with at the time, she was a street chick. You know what I mean? She was into, what he was into. Gotta go.
Right.
Yeah, he didn't. I said, no, I want to take you with me. No, leave him. Okay.
Mm.
Went and got my girl. He said, where Odell at? I said, Mark Cousin? I said, oh, I left him with the wolf pack. She said, what? I left his ass with the wolf pack. She bust out laughing. She
Damn.
said, did you let Mark know? I said, Mark and his wife won't be back until the morning, so this nigga wanted to get wild, so let him get wild. She said,
Yeah.
all right, well, we'll wait until, I said, oh, yeah, that's a go fall back. We go relax and shit. Hey, wild sports is going on. So, man, we go back to her spot. We chilling, but the whole time we bitten because we know what them girls did to his ass.
Right.
Man, listen. We had to go get this motherfucker. He got dropped off there. Listen, y'all, when he got dropped off to us, the clothes that he had on, he did not have those clothes on. He wasn't naked, but he sure wasn't dressed like the way he was when he first,
Yeah.
It looked like this motherfucker. What the fuck is that getting out the car? No bullshit. I can call one of these motherfucking women right now. When I said, what's that getting out the car? They done turned this motherfucker out. They had a wild night. This motherfucker had, motherfucker goddamn panties on his head and shit. Panties,
Damn.
not one pair. He had a couple pair of panties on his head. Had a motherfucking dog choke collar around his motherfucking neck. What the fuck is wrong with you? And a damn robe, in a pink robe, some shorts, but his clothes is in the bag.
Oh man.
I said, yo, y'all can't drop this motherfucker off. Look like this shit here. I said, what happened to you? Hold on, wait. I got to turn my camera on for this one, y'all. I'm gonna turn the camera on real quick.
Yeah.
Listen, right? He fucked up. They tore his ass up. Not his asshole, people. They tore his ass up. I said, what's wrong with you? He was like this. I had a good time. I said, where's your money at? He said, I got $22. I said, but
What?
you had 2,200. He said, it's okay. I got $22. I said, but why you got this shit on? Why are your clothes in the bag? He gonna say, he said, oh, I forgot the rest of my costume. The rest of your costume, nigga, you got panties around your head. A goddamn choke around your neck. You got sugar booger motherfucking residue coming down your fucking nose, man. Dried up
Man.
like it was motherfucking Roscoe from motherfucking Martin with the snot. They turned this motherfucker out. Man. Me and my girl bust out laughing. I said, now it's time to call his cousin. Come and get
Yeah.
this motherfucker.
Come get it.
What happened? I said, oh, freaky deep. We let him hang with the wolf pack.
Yeah.
He said, why y'all do that to him? I said, he did that to himself. You know your cousin, he think he big lover. He always talking about when he come to Philly, he have fun, he take all the girls, this, that, and other. Let me tell y'all something. That man was a complete bitch for a whole damn week. You wanna go
Oh,
up?
damn. They got him.
He had
They
a
got
good
him.
day, tore his ass, tore him out the fucking frame. I
Man.
said, did y'all take his manhood from him? They said, no, we wouldn't do him like that. But he was talking about he can go, so you know how we do. I said, oh
Damn.
damn.
He
I
went
said,
too. He went.
listen, this motherfucker, anytime that 12 years later, after this happened, You tell this story at your wedding reception.
Yeah.
You
What?
know that's the motherfucker.
Dang.
Man, listen. They tore his ass up. And I was
Man.
cracking the I said, God damn. He gonna talk about y'all ain't shit. I said, what you mean? I said, you a wild boy. I went to go take care of business. I told you wasn't playing stay. I know these motherfuckers. I don't fuck around with them like that. I fuck with them,
Yeah.
but I don't fuck around with them like that.
Not like it.
That's a challenge for them. You get to talking, you that shit like that, they freaks. They get slaughtered and then they get sexually extorted, whatever they do. That's what they do. They're great at it. They just happen to be good friends of mine. I know what they do. I don't play with their asses like that at all. Nope, nope, nope. Hey, Charles, nope, nope. Don't bring none of that shit over here, bitch. You want me to hit that shit? That shit better been dipped in motherfucking holy water, common motherfucking oil, all that shit before you bring that old wild shit over here and there. It ain't going. Nope.
Man.
Man,
Yep.
Kurt, they had him fucked up, CDK. I said,
Hey.
boy, I said, shit, you was almost a bitch. You're lucky they don't get down like that, because they would have had you, boy. They would have pegged suit the shit out of his goddamn ass.
Yeah, they had him. They had him.
They had him. They turned him out. They said he had fun with him, too, but that motherfucker say, hey, man, I spinal tapped out. I said, I thought, yeah. I told you, you talking that shit. Them motherfuckers is wild. I used to call them for certain reasons. You hear me? I used to call them for certain
Yeah.
reasons. You know what I mean? Code of the street. Somebody might have a situation. What's the problem? Don't worry about that. I'll make a phone call. Boop, 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 boop. What's the symbol? Black Widow. They know what that means. Mm-hmm. Black
Damn.
Widow, you know what that means? They gonna fight that motherfucker, and when he wake up, everything gonna be going. House, car, everything gonna be going. Listen, these motherfuckers so bad they even stole the damn family. You hear me? They even
Hey.
stole the family. Motherfucker wake up, the wife, the girlfriend, the kids, the cat, the dog, gone too. Yeah, man. Listen, when they say, hey, you can send a woman, man, listen. That's why I tell people, watch what you do.
You
Don't
got to,
think,
man.
don't
Hey,
think.
Crush. I had a partner, man. He a square. You know what I'm saying? So he messing with one of these old hood chicks. He always like to hide his money in his white tube socks. Man, that man woke up, Crush, in the morning time. She had cut the whole bottom off his sock. All he had was the calf part, and the whole bottom of the sock was gone. She cut him. I'm talking about got about 5,000 off of him like it. I told him, I told him like Fred Sanford, like, you big dummy. Man, he got him. And I said, them tube socks don't hold up like you think they do they?
Mm, yo,
They've been cutting tube socks for years.
hell yeah, hell yeah. Listen,
Man,
one of the most dearest females I hold to my heart.
yeah.
A great friend of mine. Um, if we wasn't great friends, we'd be married.
Mm,
You know, this one female, I think I know her better than any man. Right. She probably tell you I probably know her better than any man she ever took personal. But anyway,
yeah,
this is my home girl. And she's one of those fly girls. You hear me?
yeah.
Men do that all day fucking long. So one time she came down my hood to see me, and one of the guys was getting a couple dollars. He seen her a couple times. So he knows that she pulled up on my block and was coming to see me. So he come on,
Mm-hmm.
he said, you know the man? I said, you know her? I said, of course I know her. She just pulled up in front of my door. So why would you ask me a dumb question like that? How you know her, motherfucker? He said, no. He said, I don't know her. He said, man, I be running to her, you know. She be around where my people live at. I said, yeah, people's on that cleaners right on the corner where your one of your on your people's block. Her people's on that cleaners. He was like, yeah, man. He said, you know, I want to be respectful, man. You know, I don't want to step on no toes and shit. You know, my money, you know what I mean? So I don't want to do that with something that shit little June and somehow I just want to take it from me. I said, watch your tone, motherfucker. You ain't taking shit from me. I said, but that's my homegirl. Man,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to, I don't know if you're fucking or not, man. Cause, once I say something to a chick now, I said, I don't want to hear all that. I said, oh,
Right.
you asking me if I'm fucking with it? I smiled at him. He should have understood what the fuck that smile was about.
Yeah.
I said, oh yeah. I said, I'm gonna let him know that you interested. He like, the girl? I was like, yeah. I'll call her. Come here. She said, what? I said, you familiar with that face right there? Oh yeah, he always be saying something. I said, yeah. I said, you get a couple little pennies. Yeah, he said it so many times. I ain't paying no mind. I said, he get a couple dollars. She said, he told me
Yeah.
that. I said, bitch, he get a couple dollars. I said it just like that. I said, bitch, he get a couple dollars. She said,
Yeah.
yeah. That was like, I made this face. Yeah, he get a couple dollars. She said, get him. I said, get this motherfucker.
Now, of course, you went out for it. Okay, you back. You back.
Yeah. I said, get that motherfucker. He get a couple dollars. She said, yeah.
Yeah.
He get the $50? I said, yeah, get it. She like, I wasn't paying him no mind, I said, get it. She got him.
She got him.
Good. Oh, I say in total, not all at once, but in total, she probably got him out of a brick worth, the worth of a brick on the street. That's how much money she got out of the motherfucker.
Oh, she hit him good then.
Man, listen. When I mean she got him, she was getting so bad, y'all, that some of that money was going in my fucking pocket. Listen, anytime she call this dude, tell him that she coming down, to see me, to meet him for him to meet her on my block, tell this motherfucker he's gonna take her shopping. We going over Atlantic City. Get what you want. She said, get what I want. She said, what you think, he's spending his own money? She said, no, get what we want. He looked at her, huh? She said, yeah. You treat me, you treating him. I told him I was gonna buy him a pair of Gucci. They
Froze
on you.
again, girl. Okay.
Huh?
Coming back.
She made the motherfucker buy me a pair of Gucci sneakers, man. She said, I want a pair of Gucci sneakers. I give him a pair of Gucci sneakers. Just like that.
He got him.
Bought them. He bought them. Man,
He was in love. He was in love.
Man, she got him good. Listen, man, this dude is, we always been tight with each other. Now the crazy part, they never got serious, but he said he ain't mind running that money y'all to it because he really enjoyed it. But they're connected still to this day, but how they connected, they're fucking family. That's how they still connected, they're family. Their grandchildren,
They family?
their grandchildren, his grandson and her granddaughter wound up marrying each other and got grandbabies, so they fucking family. Ain't that a good?
Okay.
And
Okay.
he told her, he
Yeah,
said,
that's
man,
crazy. So they
he said,
still close?
they still close. He told everybody, he said, man, when I was out there, he said, man, no bitch never get me like that. He said, huh? He said, man, shit. She saying he knew, but I didn't give a fuck. She got me. I said, I told you, boy. Told you she got him good. Yeah. Listen. Listen, Angie, wow, let me tell you something about type of females that was my friends. Like my female friends were just like my homies. Seriously, they were like my homies, like
Yeah,
just like how me and the guys were. Man, the females is like that. And trust me, Angie, why some of the females that was cool with me, they all was just like the guys. They was thugs, drug dealers, playing from the Himalayas, all type of shit. They was just females. I mean, you talk
yeah.
about a whole set it off. Shit. I got some set it off bitches that make Queen Latifah and them look like motherfucking the Antville game. If I for every real OG street dude I know is a couple women I know like that. No bullshit.
Yeah.
Now I tell people, listen, man, I'm different. Like most of the type of women that I dealt with, a lot of them was, some of them was women from the, street life. No matter if they was raised in it or whatever, protected by it. Yeah, man. And I know them all. I know all shapes, size, colors, temperatures, whatever you want. I got it. But I was
You
that
know,
dude. You talking big shit, man. I don't want to hear that shit. Don't tell me you're a player, homie. But I know some females that be putting, they all named Sunshine. They didn't all made these motherfuckers say, hey, put your mother on the phone, they ain't coming home. Don't talk that big
you ain't
daddy
never going
player
home.
shit to me. Yeah, because I know some females that's some soul snatching. Oh, you talking big shit. I don't want to hear that, homie. That don't impress me. I'm not a female, but since you talking shit, my guy, and you want me to give you cool points, well, let me see if you earn these points. I'm gonna put something on your ass. You know what I
Man,
mean?
toes curling, snow, soul snatching.
Soul snatchers, man. That CDK,
Toes
everybody
curling.
needs to listen. Listen, I didn't even put the guys on the females too. Oh yeah, it go both ways. Listen, I service everybody. You talking that shit?
Yeah.
I service everybody. Yeah, and I had this one girl used to always talk this shit. I'm this, I'm that. I'm this, I need this, I need that. I said, all right, bitch, with it, I don't fit your itinerary. But I think I got
Yeah.
somebody so this one girl
Hey,
was talking shit.
wise spots betting say he tripping off what we talking about.
Oh yeah, they all named Sunshine. You hear me? I'll put them on your ass. Now, I know a little bit of everybody. I'm telling you, I'm well rounded. If you need a doctor,
Hey, that's how you
trust me,
gotta
I know.
move.
You need a nurse,
Man,
I
that's
know
how you
a
gotta move.
nurse. I know a little bit of everything. You looking for a geek, I know them.
Ain't nothing like that.
Ain't nothing like it,
Back
man.
from it. Yeah, you ain't coming
Man,
back.
ain't coming
Once you
back.
gone, you gone.
Once you're gone, you're gone. Listen, there's people. I am responsible for marriages. I ain't responsible for the divorces. It's up to them how they handle it. I'm responsible for people
Yeah.
getting married, people
Hey,
losing their virginity.
some of them gonna get married. Some of them gonna get the ring and everything.
Oh yeah,
Once it
oh
happens,
yeah. I'll hook you right up if I can. I'm the ultimate wingman. I'm a team player. If I ain't got it on deck, I'm pretty sure I can get it. I'm like Lee. I'm like motherfucking goddamn Joe Pesci. Leo gets whatever Leo wants. Leo gets. I get it for you. If I ain't got it, I'm gonna get it for you. Whatever you need. What
I get
you
it for you.
shit?
Yeah, I can get it
And then
for you.
listen. I want to be known as a selfless person. Listen, I don't give a fuck. You can be whatever. For example, you can be a couple letters in the alphabet, right? That's okay with me
Yeah.
because if it's something that you alphabet motherfuckers need, I can get it for you. I may not name it, but I know somebody that does. Listen, rainbow, you need rainbow, I got rainbow. You need solid color, I got
Yeah.
solid color. You need pastel, I got pastel. Whatever you want, I will get it for you. All of that is legit, man. Listen. But see, this is how it is when you grow up and when you out in the streets there's a certain type of persona that you
Yeah.
want to set. your true persona. So when you able to be a very respectful person and have all types of these different um, attitudes and energies that we deal with the streets, this is how it is. This is how you become an OG by being 10 toes down or whatever
Oh
it
yeah.
is that you stand for. You don't necessarily have to be a killer to be considered an OG or been a drug kingpin. You know, in so many ways you can
Not
be
at
an
all.
OG. There's so many ways
Yeah.
you can be an OG. You know what I mean? It's people we call
Giving out great
OG.
advice, showing wisdom.
Exactly,
That's what I tell people.
exactly.
Every OG ain't no killer.
Exactly. And every OG don't have to be a killer, man. You know, I know
Nope.
OGs are motherfucking crooning. Know what I mean? They just know what to say to the ladies. That's the OG and getting ladies playing from the Himalaya like Romy Rome. You hear me? So there's so many ways to be a fucking OG, man. That's real
Yeah,
talk.
you right about that, bro. One thing about an OG though, no matter what they is, the OG always gonna stand 10 toes down and be amazing at the end of the day.
Yep, that's fact. And people was always looking forward to hearing something from an OG. You know,
Oh
even
yeah.
people that don't listen a lot, but there's something that they know they can go to a certain OG for whatever it is, and they get what they need out of it. You know, it's
Yeah.
certain guys who come to me for certain shit, and I know
Yeah.
when they coming to me for something different than they would go to one of the other guys for. You know, and I give them
Yeah.
the game, I give them what they need, and they go run with it. You know, then they might have to go to another OG to pick up another piece, you know?
Yep. Yep. I agree. I definitely
Yeah,
agree. Well, of course, we've been on for an hour and 26 minutes. I gotta
yeah,
be
you
up
ready?
early. So what time you want to shut this down for the night?
Hey, man,
Then what I
yeah, we're going to shut down in 2 minutes, man. And make
okay.
sure everybody that's in here right now, make sure y'all tune in tomorrow. The Grumpy OG show. You know what I mean? So we gonna be talking
Crush,
some
you you went out again.
huh?
Say what you were saying.
Oh, I
You
was
said
saying, everybody make sure they check us out in the morning. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all check us
yeah.
out. This is a new show, wise. So me and CBK, we got a new thing we start called the Grumpy OGs. This is something that we've been talking about for some months, and um, we got a lot little feedback. People say you should go ahead and do it. So we gonna give y'all what y'all want. This is what you
Yeah. And I'm
want.
gonna send Crush, I'm gonna send you a thumbnail. I'm gonna get a thumbnail together for this one, just so you can put it on there and let them know for tomorrow. We're gonna rock and roll tomorrow for sure.
Yeah, so
Or
wise,
today,
make
not
sure
tomorrow.
you
Today.
yeah, today. Yeah, we already in today. So you know, Angie Wise, make sure
Yeah.
you tune in tomorrow and make sure we subscribing to your channel. Cause she's dope. She's dope, man. But look, you got any last words before we
It's
get up
1
on out of
o'clock.
here? Listen, man, I'm gonna get off of here
Man,
and
I excited about this. I'm happy. I'm happy to be doing this. Man, the OGs are in town. So we're gonna blow the spot. I'll get ready for it. We're gonna be dropping bombs every day. That's
listen, we dropping nothing but napalms. You hear me? Thanks, Angie
it.
Wise. Always appreciate your presence. Always since day one. You such a healthy
Yes, sir.
frequency and energy, and I wish you the best. So it's always great seeing you. And knows 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 her shit. And that's good, man. But hey, yo, before we go, right? You know, I ain't gonna. I was listening to some cats talk. Right? I'm gonna say this,
Yeah,
man. There's a couple female commentators that's shaking shit up.
yeah.
Couple female commentators got some guys worried, man. That's all I'm gonna say. It's all in fun for me, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, I was hearing stuff, man, and I'm gonna say this, man. Stop being a Morse meter member, man. Ain't
That's right.
nobody. got to motherfucking agree with you about your favorite fighter in these situations. Okay? Everybody is all
Nope.
moist needed up and wetting they got their panties about if Bud is cheating or not. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But
What is that, Crush?
anything is possible. Now, is he cheating?
Yeah,
I don't
everything's
know.
possible.
Anything is possible.
We don't
But
know.
if he is fucking cheating, what?
Yep. Yeah, that's what I told him.
You ain't gonna
We
do
don't know
nothing
if he
about
cheating or
it.
not. And that's what I told him. But no, the only thing I said was, if you're gonna accuse him, just bring in everybody that's cheating. Bring them all together. Clean up the whole sport.
Yeah, clean
That's
up the
it.
whole sport.
But guess what, Crush? You said it best. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing about it. It's gonna be what it is. It's gonna be what it's gonna be.
Yep. And somebody
They ain't
gonna
gonna do
win,
nothing about
somebody
it.
gonna fucking lose. They ain't gonna do nothing about it. Stop crying.
That's it.
But if people think if people is under suspicion that your favorite fighter might be on something, so the fuck what? Because you'd be the same people that
Yeah.
was under suspicion of somebody else. So I want to hear that shit. So Bud Crawford fans, you don't need
Yep.
to get upset. You don't need to get upset. It's Buzz Crawford turn, no matter if it's the truth or not. What the fuck happens?
Yep.
The only way I'm saying
Man.
y'all getting so upset is it true? That's why y'all getting bent down and
Hey,
shake.
Bud that started a whole Bud started a whole war. Bud that started a whole war on YouTube in the YouTube streets.
Yes, he did. Talking about suing for defamation. Oh, we got some shit to talk about. 30 in the morning.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about all this.
We will cook on this thing and other
All
things
right, man.
tomorrow. We gonna roast the shit out of this thing, man. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk some street stuff, and then we gotta put some shit in perspective because you motherfuckers don't know what elite means. So we will be getting on y'all
We need to talk about Turk.
What do you do
Hey,
now?
I definitely want to hear what you think about Cash Money kicking Turk. Well, you know they kicked him off tour, so we're gonna say that for today. Cause I want to hear what you think about them kicking Turk off tour and all that.
Oh yeah, we gonna get into
He
that.
talked himself onto the tour. Hey, Crush, he talked himself back into the stable and talked himself out the stable.
Oh, he's like an Etch-a-Sketch. Remember the Etch-a-Sketch and shit? Yeah, he's like an Etch-a-Sketch.
Yeah.
But listen, man, we gonna get up on We appreciate everybody coming through. Make sure y'all tune in tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. That would be 10:30 your time, 9:30 my time,
Hey,
7:30. What
he
up?
said it's 11 p.m. Wyatt says 11 p.m. at his time right now. So what time will it be when we come on his time?
If it's 11 p.m. now, let me see. So when we come on, it'll be about 6 in the morning for him, like 5 or 6 in the morning.
Okay, it's 1 here. So hold on, it's 1 here.
It'd be about 6:30. So we like 3 hours. Her time.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, hold on. Wyatt, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Her time.
I said Angie. Angie. Wow. The beautiful Angie. Wow.
I didn't catch that, Wyatt. I apologize for that. Please don't jump on me. I am sorry. I'm sorry. Because I can't see the picture. I'm blind and I'm old. That's why I'm grumpy. I can't even see I can't see the picture. I can't see nothing, Crush.
I'm done old. That's why I can't see. That's why we grumpy. I guess when you get a certain age, you just all seriousness. So make me grumpy to the third goddamn party. Call me grumpy anything damn way. I forgot who started that motherfucker name. One of them gave me that goddamn name. Ain't that a bit?
Grumpy.
I love it though. I love it. Hey, TG, tell me 3 in the morning, bro. Angie Wise, love you. Hey, man, Prime Fighter, my STM partner, and everybody that tuned in. Make sure y'all tune in tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. my time, 6:30 your time, 8:30 my brother time. I got all the times down pat. Mountain time, Pacific time, Eastern time, all that bullshit. Well, It's
Yeah,
time for us to get this fuck up
we
on
out of
out of
here.
here. I'm gonna stay here and bullshit for the rest of the night and get paid. I'll see y'all in the morning. Peace out. All
All
right,
right,
bro.
man, I'm out.